Happy May 1st, everyone. This is John B, aka Smooth Hot Chocolate here. As you can tell, I got my shades on because right now it's very sunny where I am right now in New York City, and I just wanted to, block out any kind of rays in my irises here. So today I'm going to do my video about the top 4 annoyances in Goosebumps books. But first, before I begin the video, I want to give a big shout out to my good friend of mine, Stormy Night Dragon, who is a wonderful person when it comes to making any kind of creativity that she can make, like poetry, arts and crafts. She makes like different video blogs every now and again too. She's a very good person to go check out. I'm gonna leave her link in my description down below at the end of the video too. So, without further ado, let's go with the top 4 annoyances of Goosebumps books. There are probably many more annoyances that I probably won't list in my channel here, but I'm pretty sure you guys will let me know about that too in the comments down below. But, these are 4 that kind of just strike out to me as to being some of the most really jaw-wrenching ones ever. So for number 4, it's going to be the parents. The parents to me can sometimes be really annoying because of how they don't really seem to always believe their kids when it comes to what they're trying to talk to them about. I mean, when it comes to things like Slappy or the Lawn Gnomes, that's obvious because they can freeze themselves for a bit so they won't get seen. But when it comes to something like Chicken, for example, at least the kids were actually telling the mom at least about what was going on with them when they turned into chickens. And you actually see them turn to chickens too, but it's like she thinks they're just putting on a costume or something like that. Come on. I mean, how can you put on something like this, my real nose, for example, here? That's actually plastered to my face. It's not going to freaking just pop up because you think it's supposed to. Also, when it comes to the parents, too, in terms of the Doom, Mike's parents, go to hell. Because if you're going to actually favor your younger sister over your son, that's not good. I really feel bad for Mike in that book, actually. But the ending of it was wonderful. I might sound a bit wrong for saying that, though, but I don't care. Because I cannot imagine any little girl like that doing the things that she's doing, and the parents are just so oblivious to just what she's doing and think it's okay because of her age. Fuck her age! It doesn't matter! Because she's gonna grow up to be even worse if you continue. But, I don't know. The parents sometimes can be a bother, though. The only parent I could really say was a sweetheart to me will always be Carly Beth's mom in Haunted Mask, because at least she showed genuine love and adoration for her daughter. Definitely. And her brother, too. Even though I wish the book kind of talked more about Noah in the end of it, or in the sequel at least, but moving on. Number 3. Certain quotes in the book, like, but, I sputtered. That's a quote from one of the characters that says that in the book. What was that thing that John Mayer sung about? Say what you need to say. Say what you need to say. Say what you need to say. Oh, I can't sing. But that's just I put my point though still. Say what you need to say instead of just putting yourself into a corner that you don't belong in. The thing about Stein is that I think sometimes he had times before when he was a kid where he said the very same thing that makes his characters say. And he puts the characters into a corner that they don't deserve to be in when they're trying to, project their innocence. But they just say what I just said, but, spit it out. Just say what you want. It's so annoying because a lot of times they just say things that we understand what they're saying to us through their thoughts, but not what they're going to really say in the actual moment in the book. It's so annoying. But, number 2, it would be when the book tends to screw up its own ending. Now, there are a lot of books in Goosebumps that actually have endings where the book actually takes a huge dump on the ending when it has something going for itself. And then we have endings where things just happen. There's no reason for it. I know it's Goosebumps though, but you kind of expect there to be some kind of, consistency on what you're reading for it to actually pay off in a big way. But nope, it just ends. Sometimes the character gets screwed over, and that's it. And we never really get any kind of, feedback when it comes to any, you know, closure about what the characters go through. Like, for example, How to Kill a Monster. That book so needs a sequel. I'm not going to spoil the ending if you haven't read it yet, but it needs the ending. It needs a sequel for the ending, though, if you know what I'm talking about. And then when it comes to Ghost Beach, where I just read my channel some time ago, too, that one also needs a proper sequel, too, as well. There was an ending. There was a sequel to Return to Horror, or sorry, there was a sequel to One Day in Horrorland when it went to the 2000 series. So, but a lot of people didn't seem to like that book. At least I think maybe David Popovich, aka the Bookworm, very cool man by the way too. He didn't like it so much though, I guess. But I've been trying to get the book to find out what the problem with it was. That book is crazy ass expensive on eBay. Like, you look at the price tag for the book, it says about maybe like $4.95 for the book at the time, or $3.95 for the book at the time, and the person selling it for maybe 50 or 75 bucks. What? That doesn't make any sense. But yeah, some endings really get kind of screwed over because of just either, time, or because you just get bored with the whole story and stuff. But, you know, I guess maybe just write a fleshed out story where you actually, care about your characters and stuff instead of just, giving us something just to tide over for the time being to, make up the timeline for your deal or whatever. And, just give us an actual good story where the story can actually be right. Also, be careful what you wish for with that ending, too. Yeah, that broke my heart. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think that deserves a, better ending, too. At least the episode was wonderful, because it actually did what it was supposed to do in the book, because Sam was not a bad person, she just wasn't, just didn't know how to make decisions at the right time, and the heat of the moment, you just get kind of too wrapped up in just what, you're trying to do, but don't really think through your stuff. But that's what it teaches us to just, take time to think about stuff that we want to say, and don't add on too much to make things more complicated for yourself. That's it. Now, the number one thing that I really get annoyed of Goosebumps books about is when the book actually gets good, it just ends. That's it. Some books take an awful long time to get through the story. I'm looking at you, Monster Book 3. That book, oh god. I don't think I'm starting that book. But anyway, yeah, some things take a long time to get started, and they actually just get kind of dragged on through maybe 2/3 of the book, and then when we get to a certain part where the book actually starts getting good, then the book just ends on that last chapter. It's like, give us more. We want to read more about what happens here. Is that just getting just a, dark ending and stuff, and then we're just left to just, be like, okay with it? No, that's I know it's Stein or whoever's writing these books, if it's not him, it's a bummer, but that's the way it is though, still. But yeah, that's my main thing about those books though. I'm pretty sure it's going to be more Annoyances in the series that I probably didn't mention here, but if I, let me know about what you think about what your annoyances are when it comes to Goosebumps book stuff too. So I'm also going to say too that I'm going to do the Beast of the East, no, Beast from the East actually, on June 1st. And I'm also thinking about doing another topic about Goosebumps books too. I'm thinking about probably going back to some books that either I have or have not read, and talk about how they could be better, or what the problems are with them that make them not, from being some of the best that are out there. I'm kind of thinking about redoing my video for my friend Slappy from the Swipe War series, because there's a lot of things I want to say about that book, again, that I didn't do the first time. So, yeah, I might probably, do some more bullet points about that book too when I get time for it. Alright, when that's the end of the video, I hope that you enjoyed it, and I just want to wish you all a, very good week coming up ahead, and let's go ahead and make this month of May be one of the best we've ever had. And until then, guys, this is John B here. Take care, peace out, and have a good rest of Sunday.